Hey guys, Doug Giles here. This is warriorsandwildmen.com. Hey guys, Doug Giles here. Pope Francis. Yeah, Pope Francis. He just can't seem to keep his papal nose out of U.S. policy. And here's his latest lecture to President Trump. Oh, hey, let's face it. The Bishop of Rome is no fan of number 45. And he's called Trump supporters fundamentalists, radicals. That's coming from a radical socialist, by the way. Frankly, the Pope seemed much friendlier in his face-to-face meeting with Fidel Castro, the murderous Cuban dictator that had Catholic priests rounded up and slaughtered, by the way, there, Francis, than he is the current leader of the free world. Part of the Pope's very left-leaning worldview that embraces socialism, that line in the State of the Union when POTUS Donald J. Trump said America will never be a socialist country, must have really upset the Pope. Yes, it must have put Francis's teeth on edge. Poor Francis. Pope Francis has been openly critical of U.S. immigration policy under President Trump. He's criticizing the southern border wall again and said that fear of immigration is just making us all crazy. No, it's not. You're the one who's cuckoo. You're the one who's wearing that big Elvis costume and walking around with a wand and a big mitre hat. Good Lord, who does that? From the security behind the vast Vatican wall, the pontiff went further last year and pontificated on the state of the soul of someone who thinks about building walls. A person, he said, who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be and not building bridges is not a Christian, lectured the Pope in 2018. He continued and said, this is not in the gospel. I guess he didn't get that whole judge not lest you be judged part of the Sermon on the Mount either. And if walls are so bad, then why doesn't Francis just tear down the wall around the Vatican? It's pretty damn big, and it separates him from Italy. The wall around the Vatican does exactly what it's supposed to do. It restricts at certain points. It's not like President Trump wants to build a wall with no doors in it to separate the United States from the rest of the world. He just wants to control immigration to legal ports of entry. And what the hell is wrong with that, huh, Francis? Pope Francis will find a way to criticize U.S. immigration policies even if it's completely hypocritical and ignores basic facts. The current Pope, who's Argentinian, has clashed with Trump on several occasions over illegal immigration and migrant issues. I don't know what's happening with this new culture of defending territories by building walls. We already knew one in Berlin, which brought so many headaches and so much suffering, the Pope said in an interview with Mexico's Televisa, which aired a couple days ago. Comparing the securing of a national border to the Berlin Wall is utterly ridiculous. The Berlin Wall, Francis, was made to keep people in, not restrict illegal immigration. Can you dig that? Hey, Francis, this is Doug, your buddy, down here in Texas. I got a final word for you, man. Stick to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and jettison your failed and feckless socialist worldview, or at least keep it to yourself. And to my Catholic amigos out there, if I was Catholic, man, and I'm not, I'm a Protestant, but I'd be shopping other churches. I definitely wouldn't be listening to the Pope when he talks politics. Hey, this is Doug Giles. Peace out, and always stay rowdy. Hey, this is Doug Giles. You've been listening to warriorsandwildmen.com.